One thing I really want to remind you of before the speaking test is this. Please don't speak too softly. I know it sounds like a small thing, but honestly, this is one of the most common problems I see in class. When I'm teaching, I say this to my students all the time. Speak louder! And I'm not saying that just to push them. I say it because if you speak too softly, it becomes much harder to fix your pronunciation. I can't clearly hear your ending sounds. I can't catch your stress and intonation. And sometimes, I know you have the idea, but the way you say it is too weak for anyone to really hear. That matters, because speaking louder is not just about volume. It's about opening your mouth more, using your mouth muscles better, and building a clearer speaking habit. A lot of students are not actually bad at speaking, I know. They're just too quiet, too careful, and too afraid of making mistakes. So their words get lost, their sounds get swallowed, and their answer feels much weaker than it really is. And in the exam room, that can cost you, especially in speaking tests where your voice is recorded, or where the examiner needs to hear you clearly. If you speak too softly, you may lose points for the reason that has nothing to do with your real ability. Not because you don't know the answer, but because you're not showing the answer clearly enough. That's why in my class, I ask my students to do a lot of voice recording practice at home. Because when you record yourself, you start noticing things. Are you speaking too softly? Do you sound confident? Or do you sound like you're hiding from your own voice? Let me be honest with you. Confidence in the exam does not suddenly appear on test day. It comes from practice, from hearing yourself, from getting used to speaking out loud, from training your voice to sound clear, steady, and sure. So here's a very simple tip for you. When you practice speaking at home, put your phone about an arm's length away and record your answer. Then listen to it and ask yourself, if I were the examiner, could I hear this clearly? If the answer is no, don't try to speak faster. Speak louder, clearer, and a little slower. Sometimes, improving your speaking score is not about using bigger words. Sometimes, it's just about letting your voice come through. Thank you for listening.